Let's go for a ride. Good morning, YouTube. It's been a while. Sorry for my absence. I've had a few things going on. One of which was visiting my new grandbaby in California. I took some time off from work and went out to the San Francisco area and visited my first granddaughter, which was really nice. It was nice to get away from everything and see her. The weather out there is a lot nicer than here in terms of temperatures. I mean, we've already hit 100, several times already. When I landed in SFO, it was 59 degrees and breezy. Man, I could get used to that. What I couldn't get used to probably is the cost of living and traffic over there. The congestion, it reminds me of New York, where I'm from, a little bit. Kind of a lot. Anyway, all that being said, how you doing today? Hope everybody out there has been having a good past couple weeks. Everything is going well in your lives. As we get back to work, some of us, society in general too, things are getting more back to normal and whatnot. I just hope all of you out there that watch my videos, and everybody else too, I hope you're doing well. Hope things are going your way. So today's discussion, I wanted to do a follow-up and I guess my final thoughts on Harley Davidson's Pan America. I did a review recently that actually has been doing fairly well in terms of how well I do on my channel in terms of views and whatnot. Of course, it makes sense because it's a new product with a popular brand. But I thought I'd, had time to reflect on having ridden it, and I just want to kind of give my final thoughts on that. All right. So, basically, what I realize is that, my personal views on it are really kind of specific. One, I'm not a Harley Davidson fan. Not against them either. I mean, I like their, a lot of their bikes and whatnot. But I'm not a fan. And really, I'm not a fan of anything, not even BMW. So there's that. And I explained that probably in the video on my age and physical conditions and whatnot. So there's all of that. So it's kind of a biased interview in that sense. But it's also not biased that, I'm a fan and everything is great and whatnot and lovely no matter what it is either. All of that said, I think it's a great bike. I think it's a great value. And I think for the vast majority of people that would be interested in buying it, it would be a great bike for them. From a function standpoint and whatnot. This morning I was thinking about it. And I was trying to think of an analogy that would make sense, with, my experiences with it. And what I came up with was this. It was kind of like getting a date, one of your friends set you up a date with a really beautiful woman. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's the gal that everybody wants a date with, right? And you go out on a date, and she's everything that your friend says she is. except that you don't hit it off 100%, you know, you just don't quite click. And you kind of feel bad about it in a sense, you know, but you realize that for you, for your particular situation, you know, it isn't, this person isn't for me. Although she's wonderful, you know, and whatnot, you know. And that's kind of like how I left off with it, you know. In terms of riding with it. It wasn't the type of motorcycle where I had to look back in admiration and say, geez, that's a really beautiful bike. You know, I was really impressed with the experience. I gotta own it. I didn't feel like that. But, is it a great bike? Yes. Will most people that buy it will be interested in it, like it? Yes. And that's good. That's a good thing. And I'm glad to see that Harley Davidson is jumping into the fray in an area where, you know, traditionally they haven't had the expertise. And they've done it well. I mean, my God, a 9,000 RPM, 150 horsepower motor that doesn't require valve adjustments? That's fucking incredible. I mean, to me, that's major league. You know, variable valve timing, all the electronic adjustments and whatnot. They really did a good job. But, you know, in my world, you know, it also has to feel right. You know, I have to be comfortable on the bike. And I just wasn't. So, that's it. You know, that's my final world. If you ride the bike and it fits your needs, I'm like, dude, go for it. Because guess what? If you spent another $5,000 to $6,000 on the R1250 GSA, you wouldn't necessarily be any happier, and you'd spend a lot of money. You know, it all depends on your thing. I say go for it, you know, and that's really about it. So that's really all I have to offer you guys today. I wanted to give you my final thoughts on the Pan America and leave it at that, you know. And as usual, thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it a lot. You know, more than you know, I have some regulars out there like Bob and CJ, Chip Seal Rider, Larry, HD68, I think it is. You know, Randy, Randy T-Bird, AZ. And I really appreciate you guys, you know, watching regularly and encouraging me. And it keeps it going, to, you know, to some extent. You know, I'm not doing this to be, you know, a shade tree surgeon or something like that. Oh, I love Josh Laurenti. I love his content, but I'm not, you know, I'm not in that kind of vein, you know what I mean? I'm just doing this pre-retirement, just to have a little fun, just to express a little bit, and that's about it. Well, anyway, you guys, you be you. Everybody else is taken. Trust me, they are. And I'll see you down the road.